welcome back to Jordan's Everyday DIY. So in this video, we are going to show you how we made this affordable piece of artwork behind my sofa here in my office.
So be sure you stick around to the end of this video because we had some lost video footage. So we'll give a couple of key points on how to execute this the way you see it on the wall.
Stay tuned.
Today, the little project we're going to work on is Melissa has up in her office an area where she does a lot of videos where she sells her Lime Life makeup. So behind her on the wall, she's got like a shelf with some stuff on it that she's had for a while, and she's really wanted this statement piece, if you will, that is a big framed area on the wall. She bought this really cool floral print that she likes. So what we're going to do today is we're going to make a big framed panel picture basically to hang on the wall behind her video shoots. And the cool thing about this one, I think if it comes out like we hope, is that it's going to have a panel, like I said, that has that floral print on it that we're going to put on the inside of this frame. And what we're going to do is we're going to be able to swap out that panel either with seasons, or she could buy another panel, we could buy another piece of Luan, glue the fabric to it, have kind of a Christmas theme behind her, or whatever it might be. So give her a little bit of flexibility on the background. So this particular size that we determined was based on the couch that is up in her room. So we're going to finish off at about 75 inches long and about 40 inches high. So the insert panel would be a few inches shorter than that, probably around 72-ish, by 37, something like that. And so what we did is we got some Luan, got a couple fairly flat sheets, any kind of flat material, thin, lightweight like that. And I've cut some molding that we purchased into the right size. It's a little oversized, this piece of Luan, because I'm going to glue this and staple it from the underside, and the Luan's going to be inside a little bit so you don't see it when it's hanging on the wall. We're basically going to hang this right on the wall. The inset piece, our plan is to make about a 1/2 inch smaller all the way around. So we'll paint the inside of this so there's some kind of like just a white border or something, kind of looks like the frame. The reason we're going to hold it in a 1/2 inch is so that we can easily get our fingers in there and peel it out. We're going to use a kind of an industrial type Velcro, any kind of 3M type hooks, things like that you can buy at Home Depot. That's what we're going to use to mount the actual fabric panel in here. We'll make a couple little easy to use spacers so that it's always centered nicely and spaced evenly, and easy to swap out those panels. So right now I'm going to get this glued up and stapled, and then we'll cut the insert panel and we'll spray some adhesive on that and get the fabric wrapped and get that insert done and get it hung up in our room, and we'll see what it looks like. Okay, so basically that was it. I think at the beginning you'll see that I made some lines on the underside of this. Sorry, I kept disappearing on the video. To shoot the 3/8 inch staples from the underside to make sure I got those in a line and I wasn't shooting outside, or I should say inside the frame and having staples come through. So the reason I did the backer board is because I wanted to try to hold these miters, you know, as tight as we can hold them. With this kind of a frame just spanning on the wall, unless you're gonna shoot it into the wall or glue it to the wall, which we didn't really want to do, wanted a little bit more flexibility, we thought we would do it on this. So once the wood glue dries, again, the staples are primarily there to let the wood glue dry. Once that dries, that's where it'll get its structure. We'll do a bead of caulk around in here, caulk the miters, and get this, just the inside portion, you know, an inch or so in, painted with the frame. And then we'll cut the filler panel, get that wrapped with the mural, and Velcro that in and hang it on a wall. Okay, so if you stuck around, you'll see that we missed a few pieces of this. One of the more key things that we missed in here is just how we applied the fabric to the piece of Luan. And what we didn't show you is we used a spray adhesive on the Luan, and then we laid the fabric on, wrapped it around the back, and then stapled it from the backside with some real shallow staples. That piece we missed. We also did our best to kind of incorporate some photos along the way and put some verbiage in there as to what we were doing as we were fabricating. So we did the best we can. Wasn't one of our best videos, I suppose, but you'll get the gist of it.
Yeah, so this was actually one of the very first videos that we recorded, or I should say project that we did right before we started our channel, right at the beginning of this pandemic that we're living through. And one thing that we didn't think about when I first had Brett make this for me was what a great piece this is for any of you that are at home, find yourself working from home now. You may have this blank wall. For me, I do a lot of live Facebook videos when I'm up here in my office. And so it's really important for me to have like a pleasing background. And so this is something, if you're looking for something to kind of amp up your at-home office, wherever you may find it, this is something that could really work for you. And this fabric that we used is just a photo backdrop that you can easily find on Amazon. I'm gonna make sure to post the link if you're interested in this specific one. I think this size was $14. So it's super affordable. There's so many different styles out there to use. What made us think of this piece to make was I was looking at wallpaper that was floral print like that, and it was going to be over $300 with wallpaper to do this. So this way,
much better.
Yes, it makes it super affordable, and then that way I'm not super stuck with it either. So when I'm ready to do something new, it's easy to just switch out.
I think that's it. Till next time, stay blessed.